Oh, it's going? Are we good? Did it auto start? Hang on, let me just see something real quick. I want to just like check something real quick. Gonna have to make something smaller for a second. What happened there? Did it auto start? Oh, it did auto start. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, we got it. Let's go. Sup Shredders. My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to Fan Requests number 35. I'll be getting into your tracks just a moment. Usually what we do at the start of these reviews is we basically do a thing where we copy all the tracks and we put a list. Now, today I have to sort. I don't actually need that up, I don't think. I need to sort out the patrons today because it's a patron fan request live stream. So basically, I'm going to do that now. And while I do that, I'm going to play my track of the day. I won't really talk about this one too much because I'll be sorting out tracks and sorting which patrons are putting stuff where. But just so you know, okay? So I'm going to play the track now. My track for today is called... hang on, I'll just put that in the bottom. My track for today is called At the Gate, Slaughter of the Soul. So while I sort... Okay, so while sort the songs, I'll play a track I like. It's called At the Gates, Slaughter. Let's find it. At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul. So yeah, while I do that. Nice. Do. Yeah, so this is my one for the list today. I'll put that in the, where is the Spotify? Playlists. SP fan request. There we go, cool. Fan request playlist. So do we have? We have, so we got up till here. We got that. So that's good. And then Jay's music. Yeah, so good. That one. Cool. And doof. Nearly done, guys. Just getting through the list. By the way, let me know if I like miss your pick or something like that. There's a chance I might. Got to Eli as well. Yeah, there we go. So that's that one. Let's go. We got Paul as well. And then that one. And then that was Paul. So we got Paul there. There will be fireworks. Got Andreas as well. Boom. And then Andreas. Okay. And then we got RC Allen. Okay. And then we've also got Alan Sun. Cool. I think that's everyone. I could be wrong though. Okay. We'll wait for the song to finish. This has been in my car radio all week. In my car radio all week, guys. It's off of the 1995 album, Slaughter of the Soul by At the Gates. And it just, I love driving and listening to it. It's what I grew up with as a teenager, you know? Got some lyrics for you. Boom, boom. So that was a fantastic track. I really enjoyed that one. Of course, I'm biased because it is literally one of my favorite songs. I can't see yours, my dude. Yeah, I'm looking for LC's. If I go back to the start, what was LC's under? I can't see LC's point on here. Yeah, sorry, LC, yours isn't visible in the chat. There we go. Yeah, don't worry, guys. This is just that's just the kind of stuff I like to listen to. People ask what kind of music I like to listen to. I just like the heavy stuff. I like the heavy stuff and the fast stuff. But more importantly, after my choice for today, it is now yours. Now, this is an SP Patrons fan request, which means that patrons get priority pick. And so far, we have Blue Dinner Box, Jacob Good, LACBA, Paul7931, Andreas, RC, who is the latest SP patron, or the newest one, welcome to RC, and Alan Sun. Yeah, I can't see, LC, if you're watching this, I cannot see yours, bud. I for life of me, I've just checked again, it's just not there. And I've had my chat up for like the half an hour before the stream even started. But with that out of the way, at least we listened to a track whilst we were doing it. I won't expect you guys necessarily to love the kind of music I like, but that's the beauty of music, is that it is subjective, you know? Cool. Oh, it got censored. Oh no, so that's a fun one. So I think that YouTube might censor swear words in the chat. It also not be the case. So just to clarify, I didn't set it so that YouTube would filter out the any profanity in the lyrics or in the word titles. I haven't filtered it so that it would do that. The live stream is set to not be suitable for children because there is some swearing in the music that we listen to. So I'm not sure why LC's pick isn't in there. Put it down to YouTube's chat system as the best way that I can sort of look at it. But yeah, anyways, we've got Blue Dinner Box first up with their track I Love You by Joanna Wang. We can probably put that to 250 actually. I think that's probably big enough. So without further ado, we're going to continue after that marvelous track by At the Gates, Joanna Wang. Completely different. Of course. But that's fine. We're not here to have all the same music.
I love you.
It is a cover, isn't it?
Say we're together, babe. You and me. I can only give my life and show you all I am. In the breath I breathe, I will promise you my heart and give you all you need if it takes some time.
She has such a lovely, breathy voice, and it's a little bit more of a down-tempo version of the original, if that's possible, because I remember David's originally being very soft, but it's gorgeous.
If you tell me you don't need me anymore, that our love won't last forever, no, I will ask you for a chance to try again, to make our
I like it too, Martin. I like it too. And by the way, because I didn't say it before, welcome to the live stream and thank you for watching. I enjoy these fan request live streams. She approaches the notes. She approaches the notes more comfortably than David Tao does, I think. The strings and piano are fantastic in this and nice and bright and resonant.
You say you hardly know exactly who I am, so hard to understand. I knew right from the start, oh, the way I felt inside, if you read my mind. If you tell me you don't need me anymore, that our love won't last forever, no.
I like how textured and calculated the accompaniment is as well. It's working really well with what she's doing.
I will ask you for a chance to try again, to make our love a little better. Whoa, I love you. Say we're together, baby.
Yeah.
Say we're together. I need you forever.
Really elegant piano line behind that vocal.
You and me. Remember when you used to hold me? Remember when you made me cry?
I can't believe that she's 19. I cannot believe she's only 19 years old, dude. That's wild. David Tao's teacher's daughter? Crazy stuff. Thank you for the context. Yep, great. Tasty little lead line. Nice change from the vocal focus.
Say we're together, baby. Oh, say we're together. I need
Very rare you get someone with a voice this mature at age 19, you know?
you forever, baby. You and me.
Nice round bass tone there with the keys finishing it off. I think that it mirrors the passion that we have in the original, and I like that it also, she puts her own style of vocals on top of it in a way that's a little bit more sort of like lounge roomish, if that makes sense. She still captures a lot of the accompaniment and compositional decisions that made the original great. I think it's a faithful cover whilst highlighting her best features as a performer. Really happy with that. Thank you to Blue Dinner Box for that wonderful pick. It was a great start to proceedings. Very different to Slaughter of the Soul, which we started with. Shen Yida says, I'd like to know Logan's opinion on people using AI to imitate some singers' vocals to sing other people's songs. I don't like it because I think that if you want someone to sing something, you should just get them to sing it. And I know that it can be difficult to reach these people to ask permission. I think the line should be, if you do it, you know, if you get someone, if you copy someone's vocal style and make music out of it, and they say no, I think you have to respect that. That's my view on it. People are going to do it anyways, you know, in the same way that they do deepfakes, but I think it's really important for consent. As with a lot of things in life, consent is key. So good question, Shinyida. Thank you. Yeah, I have reviewed music with AI that's AI made, and it's incredible. It's incredibly interesting stuff. It's just a shame that people are potentially kind of already starting to ruin it by taking it in uncomfortable directions. By the way, Shen Yida, have you put a track in for today, as you are entitled to a request as per the Patreon fan request live stream? Jacob Good says already rappers are remixing the legend Biggie's vocals on their own beats. I do also agree that is disrespectful. I think that if someone has passed away, and if you rub your two brain cells together and you think they might not like it, don't do it, you know? It can't be stopped, but people can nonetheless still try and be respectful. Anyways, we've got Jacob Good. Jacob Good after Dinner Haze 1. Stealing Happy Hours. Very different again. I will add that to the playlist. I love the stylistic variation we have within these live streams. It's fantastic. It is very spacey, isn't it? For sure. Got these real like kind of exotic synthesizers on the sides. Massive laminate fortress, hazy cannabis porches saying no to the boars is not mine or yours. Then I said, I like the mix and I like the vocals. The lyrics are interesting. I think that aliens have great taste in music, to be honest. The groove to that lead, dude. It's just such a tight lead section and so early into a piece as well, and a lot of the time people put their solos near the end. No filler whatsoever. I love the instrumental focus in this track. Incredible in the stereo field. If you're not listening to this through headphones, please try. Oh, that's wild. The panning automation there, going between left and right, is phenomenal. Such minimalism with the lyrical content allows the music to tell the rest of the story. It would have taken a long time for them to compose this. There's so many different instrumental layers here. Such an intricacy to the way things are put together. And they're obviously confident. Thank you. I do appreciate when bands, they know that they've got a really slick track there with lots of fun stuff going on. The song ends at 4:15. After that is just some spaceship noise foley. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. That is very considerate. This track has some of the tightest studio production I've heard in a long time. Everything niches together and notches together so well. They did really great in that regard. It's phenomenal. When did it come out? That's wild that it came out like 26 years ago. It seems more recent than that. Though I can sense like an airy nostalgic vibe of some of the analog death stuff going on there that happened in the later half of the 90s and early 2000s. It's beautiful though. Yeah, it definitely does sound like we're going to go to outer space at this rate. But thank you to Jacob Good for that great choice. I was glad to hear more of this band because I believe we have listened to them before. And it's good to have more of that stuff coming through. But we now have Eli CBA's pick for today, Official Hige Dandism, a track that I've been hearing a bit of recently. And it's nice to hear more of that, of course, so we're going to continue onwards, moving forward, move that into the playlist. A gentle reminder that we do have a SP fan request playlist if I just remove this. It is our Spotify playlist where every single song, or at least most of them that we have, if I haven't forgotten to add any, definitely all of the ones done recently, but these are all of the tracks that we have listened to during our time during these fan request live streams. There's now a total of 523 of them, which is pretty ridiculous. You can literally listen to this for a day and a half and not run out of stuff to listen to. So there's all sorts of fun stuff in here. Bonus points if you can find something I've added twice, but either way, feel free to check that out. Good times. We're going to continue with a Stand By You by Official Hige Dandism. I love the trap vibes with the clean vocals like this. I can understand the Stand By Me. I could understand that. I think they're a great band. To be fair, the stuff I've heard from Official Hige Dandism, they're a great band. They do a lot of their phenomenal original music. Great crowd chants. Oh wait, I forgot to put the logo back on. Whoops. My bad. It's just like I can hear some slap bass in there. The percussion is super duper intricate. There's so much cool stuff going on with the synths and other melodic elements. And the singer can just sing. No filler. Is that wah guitar as well? Just clapping is fun, you know? There's a lot, it's exuberant. And double time with that. Are they going to make it like a drop or something? Oh, great use of head voice there. No, I haven't heard a weak track from them yet. Key change? Haha, yeah? I think it was a key change. I could be tripping. I mean, like, it's very simple for me as someone who speaks English. I hear the Stand By You part and I'm like, that's enough. I'm sure there's a lot more context to the Japanese parts, but... I think there's more compositional diversity in other tracks, but still a good single, you know? How are they going to finish it, though? Are they going to fade out? They are going to fade out. Cool. That's a classy way to end it. That's a classy way to end it. I got no complaints about that. No, good stuff. Yeah, no, that was a wonderfully composed track. It may not have been as like progressive as I want, as I've heard other tracks from Hige Dandism that have been a little bit more sort of like, there's been more movement through different sections. That one felt very safe in comparison, but I can still appreciate the performance and the work involved into the actual main motif itself, you know. They're talented musicians. Jacob Good says, I like the clapping in multi-tracked woes. Just fun when pulled off authentically. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would completely agree with that. I think that if you are trying to pander to a single, you know, trying to make a song that's deliberately catchy, often, you know, I might work with the masses. I don't mean to sound, you know, patronizing or pretentious, but there's people who are going to see through that. You know, you have to really sell it. And if you can't, then don't do it. But that's great from Eli CBA. Thank you very much for your pick. It was great to hear more of this band. We have Paul7931 here. Oh, hang on. Blue Dinnerbox says, just a fun fact from my pick, she doesn't really like that style and she prefers rock. That's great. I think there would be a minimal amount of musicians who do pop music that actually prefer some heavy stuff or some really weird stuff. Because most of the people that you'll meet in life, they don't actually have a box that they fit in. You know, they don't have a box that they fit in. They simply will try to, they like a lot of different influences, and it's better, of course, to have be open-minded, because then what happens is you can put that into your own compositions and make your music more interesting by infusing those elements. If you just listen to one style, you're only probably gonna play one style. You know what I mean? Eli CBA says, LC says, as an artist yourself, when do you decide to use fade out to end the track? Sometimes, if not done well, it feels like a lazy way to end a track. It needs to start at the end of a section. Like at that last repeat where it's going to be boring or ineffective, start the fade out at that point and end it like halfway through that additional repeat you don't want. I'm doing that kind of stuff with a studio client I'm working with at the moment, and I'm trying to sort of educate them on knowing when to stop, and they're getting the hang of it, which is good. Eli says, it's quite simple compared to their later works, but I feel like doing this today instead of another song named Shukume Fate, which is great. We don't have to do the heavy kind of stuff all the time. Sometimes it can be better just to have a bit of a lighter feel to it. And I'm glad that Xavier Lee likes J-pop. That's fantastic. I think that, you know, having lots of instruments is a blessing and a curse, to be fair, but that, you know, Hige Dandism do it well. So we've got this next track from Paul7931. Thank you for your pick as well. From Schwan. Now I'm going to open up Deep L. What does this mean? This is Unmanned Mirror by Schwan. So without further ado, I'm going to listen to this track. And here what we got from Paul7931. Very different. I mean, I know that's a given, but still, you know. The playlist, as Jacob said, is very versatile, but very varied. He is a fantastic singer. Fantastic transition to the head voice there with the strings, man. It's wonderful. Oh, dominant 7th chord. Great choice. By the way, Shin Yi Da in the previous live stream, or other people, to be fair, have asked me what my favorite track of each fan request live stream is. I'm going to basically have my favorite track. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the live stream as a little thank you to people who make it to the end. At the moment, this is it. This is my favorite at the moment. Great use of a parallel minor there. That's how we bring in. That is how we bring in a new section. Blaster, man. Holy shit. Woo! Oh boy, that gave me chills too. You're like, wow. Oh wow, this is amazing. Whoa. Oh, that's flawless, dude. Oh, man. I haven't had such a visceral reaction to a song in quite a while. You know? That's going to be a difficult one to beat. Schwan with, what was the name of the song? Unmanned Mirror. Paul7931. I'm hoping that the auto captions will translate this well. Thank you so much for that song. They're a wonderful musician. They're incredible. I am so glad that I get to listen to music like this. Thank you so much to all of you for sending music like this through. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I wouldn't find it otherwise. There's no way I would know to find this. Amazing. It is criminally underrated. They deserve far more plays than this, but it's what it is, and I'm just glad I had the opportunity to hear them in the first place. We're going to continue, though. There was just something really special about that one. We got Andreas with their track Elder Oak. There will be fireworks. And we have another lovely track from Andreas, Elder Oak. I love the reverb tails with the pianos on the right hand.
The faded shine of an old copper coin in each eye. Is it the sound of a holy roar, or a thief stealing through the back door? When they carried you home, did you think you'd stay long? Are you waiting, waiting, waiting for something to drink or smoke? Does it ever keep you up at night?
I just want to interrupt this here because I don't really want to do it again. I don't like interrupting songs because I like to let them speak for themselves, but the vocals sound so raw, sincere, and authentic, and coupled with the almost nostalgia from the piano lines in the background, it's a really compelling combination of elements, especially with the story being told as well. Great songs today so far. Fantastic. Really understated ghost notes on the snare with that drum beat. Wistful.
Will you wait for a night to put on his old 45? And you dance in the starlit light, while the shadows move quiet and soft.
Amazing track so far. There's so much space within this as well. It just gives you time to think about what you're being told, to process it without rushing the listener. I really appreciate that.
And so we lay our backs against the weeds.
That's terrible. Yeah. It doesn't hit quite as hard as the previous one, because they hinted that noise throughout. The dissonance there. But at the same time, it's so full sounding. Its existence trying to carry itself, you know? Fuck. Yeah, no, that's really well done, really well handled. Incredible song. I think the story from reading through the lyrics about obviously someone they knew died and they were very meaningful, like a family member or something like that. And they're trying to cope with that, you know. They're trying to maybe drink or smoke it away as a distraction and a way of escape. And they were there at the church and they were trying to sort of comfort each other. And I'm not quite sure what we lay our backs against the weeds of stony sainted silence at our feet. A million foundry fires lit up the sky, and as the city slowly stirred, they died. I'm not quite sure what the last part means. Whether it's a literal death of a person or if it's metaphorical or something like that. But either way, it's tremendous storytelling. The song is wonderfully composed. The end part is unexpected, even though I kind of saw people talking about it in the chat. I saw you guys talking about the heavy metal thing in the chat. But it's okay. I didn't mind at all. I actually, when I watch movies, I don't mind spoilers. It's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you come to live stream, Xavier, as long as you come to live streams and you put your pick in at 5, we'll be good. Alternatively, if you want priority pick during the fan requests, Patreon editions, or if you just want monthly fan requests done, or monthly custom music reviews, should I say, join the Patreon, the $12 tier, and you can get videos made of songs of your choice. I can even review the YouTube video ones, up to 7 minutes. But anyways, this isn't the time for that. I had a fantastic time with Andreas' track today, Elder Oak. Beautiful song. And I'm curious to what we have next from RC. Their first choice. Let's go. Well, not their first choice, but as a SP patron, should I say. Lacrimosa by Foyazik. Are they on... Is it on YouTube? Foya. Is it just Foya? I'm wondering if it's that one. I'm going to play it anyways. Well, you'll let me know. Weird stuff is fine, man. Weird stuff is absolutely fine. In fact, I think you've played stuff from them before. So is it like kind of folk instrumental? It's German. What have you got for us today, RC? No. It's not this one. I can't find it. Is it on Spotify? Because I've literally copied and pasted it. It may be worth just confirming that it is on Spotify. Oh, for you, Zug. Zug. There we go. Yeah, we found it. This is a different song, but it's still good. Just gonna add that to the list. So it's kind of heavy. It's got the double kicks. But it's got some sort of folk instruments as well as some brass and some string stuff going on the side of that. Nice use of organs as well. Interesting whisper vocals. I don't think I've heard middle like this before, but I'm kind of digging it. I feel as if we have listened to Lacrimosa before, right? They do seem familiar. It's kind of more peppy because of the piano lines kind of highlighting certain notes, rhythmic accents.
Ich kann nicht sehen, was die Zukunft mit sich bringt. Kann nicht sehen, was noch passiert. Solange ich noch kann, solange halte ich dich fest. Denn dann ist ganz egal, was alles auch passiert. Bist du die Einzige, die jetzt noch zu mir hält?
And a walking bass line as well? Crazy stuff. What's the song about? Does anyone here know, like, do you read German well enough to know what this is about? Because I don't know what Feuerzug is. Is it like Firebug or something like that? Really great, eloquent use of spacing and phrasing in this lead solo. They clearly know what they're doing. I was letting the Hammond go at it. And back to that hook. And there we go, that's it. That's the trick. That is the track by Lacrimosa titled Feuerzug. When did that come out? That came out in 2012, so that was like semi-recent. Yeah, really, I think the thing that stands out for me is the guy's art style. There's always like sad, kind of gothic clowns and stuff like that. It's fascinating stuff. Oh, it's like two people. So like a lady and a man, and they make the music. Cool. Dope. That's awesome. Good job. Thank you for that, RC. It's good to hear more Lacrimosa anyways. I'm not sure what the track is about, but it was a compelling listen. But we got Alan Sun next with this track. Who is it by? Because that's New Pants. We haven't listened to New Pants in a while, I don't think. What is the title of the song in Deep Out? It is it is Walking on the Ice Surface of Shi Cha Hai. Good to know. Let us continue. Excellent. Continuing onwards on the live. Have I reviewed this song from them before? I recognize this piano part. Very wholesome sounding. Boom, boom. It's kind of wild that we've had this much of an instrumental. Usually people are kind of more keen to get to the vocals sooner, but not New Pants. They're happy to take their time, and I respect that. A little bit of pumping on the master chain. Must have been a very loud recording there, studio live take. It's such a soothing mood. It's such a soothing mood to this track. It's honestly one of the most relaxing tracks that I think I've heard with such a bombastic bass line. Because the bass is really thick sounding when it comes in. Almost sounds like they're sort of like wistful, or it's like a bittersweet experience they're trying to describe with their song. If we have time, absolutely. I mean, like, very minimal adjustments to the overall theme there outside of some instruments playing different sections, but the atmosphere it creates is warm and caring and nostalgic. I was expecting there to be vocals. I wasn't aware that this was instrumental. But it is kind of a nice way to finish an album, especially if you can have a live take to show that you can play live really well. I think it was a smart idea to have the drums come out at this point, though. I think it's because the theme is like caring. You can feel the love through it, if that doesn't sound weird. It's their attempt at telling a story through music, and I think it works, especially, I suppose, if you understand the title of the story and how that relates to everything like that. Like, if I go back to Deep Owl really quickly, walking on the ice surface of Shicha High. That's what that sounds like to them. So, you know, for an instrumental, it makes complete sense. Cool stuff, though. Thank you to Alan Sun for that choice there. I appreciate Alan Sun helping me. No, I don't think we listened to this before. That's cool. I'll tell you word on it, my dude. I did like this one. I think I've already added it, but I'm just making sure. Yes, I have. So these were the SP Patron fan request picks for today. We had Blue Dinnerbox, Jacob Good, Eli CBA, Paul7931, Andreas L, RCLM, and Alan Sun. Thank you to all of you who came along to this fan request live stream. And this will be the only other time I talk about it today, because I don't like to talk about the Patreon stuff too much. But if you're wanting to get songs reviewed, please don't go through the Fiverr. Please do go through the Patreon. You can get monthly custom music reviews of songs you like up until 7 minutes. That's the place to go. Links in the description, okay? But anyways, moving on after these lovely songs so far, we now are moving on to Kisei with Cheer Chin and this track here. What do we have here? What is the song titled? What is this here? So if I go to Deep Owl again and I put it in, this is titled Sun. So that's cool. It's nice to hear more of Cheer Chin, because I think we heard them last time, if not like the time before. The distorted guitar works well with the strings behind it. Sun, thank you very much.
我胆小的对自己说，就是这样吗？我是你夜里的太阳，也是你影子里的悲伤。我问我这世界是否一如往常，让我照耀你安息的时光。
I mean, like, it's really warm with that bass and sort of distorted guitar tone, and her voice is nice and present in the mix. Really pretty tone to it.
谁也无法代替你的光芒。我是我，一捧着碎的太阳，我热切的希望，能在消失之前得到信仰。
Yep, great flourish there with the strings, great use of time in between verses. No complaints whatsoever. When was this released? 2009, so not that long ago. The bow, da 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 bow, bow. It's just a really interesting way to finish off a half phrase. You know, I don't know why I don't ever seem to remember. It's unpredictable even if you're experienced with it, if that makes sense. Like, the tone is relatively inoffensive, but it's the accompaniment here that makes the song particularly interesting. Of course, when you're in my position where you don't understand the lyrics, you know what I mean? Oh. Never mind. Great choice. That was just a really nice guitar solo. They came in, they shredded a bit, they played around with what had been put forward by Shin earlier, and then boom, we're back into it, baby.
我疲倦地享受着，谁也无法靠近的苦啊！我是我，疲倦流浪的太阳，无法为自己，无法为谁静止下来。一碰就碎的太阳，我热切的希望能在消失之前。
Here we go. Bring it up. Bam.
信仰。
Classy finish there. They sold me when they brought the guitar solo in. I don't know why. I didn't expect it. The bass tone was great as well, and some of the note choices with it were fantastic as well. It was just used as more than just putting a chord progression in, you know. The bass was more than just following the bass line. It was great. No, that was wonderful. That was my favorite track I think I've heard so far from Shin. Great effort. Thank you to Kisei for that choice. It's great to hear that and sort of check it out. Just for anyone, so basically, I think Lynn Robbie is another SP patron, so they will get the next pick once they put their song through, as per the patron fan request live stream. But we will do while they decide, we will do Unknown Racer and their track Girls and Boys by Blur. Let us continue after Kisei's track with Blur. Now, I don't know if we're going to get blocked for this, but regardless, Unknown Racer. I don't think I've heard this from Blur before. I've only heard their like acoustic stuff or some of their overdriven stuff. Gonna be honest, not really ever been the massivest fan of Blur, but I like this alternate direction. The big girls. Oh, I do know this, but I didn't think it was Blur. I like the little pick scrapes they have. You know, I like the little pick scrapes that they have. In addition to the disco grooves and like the crowds chanting that they're doing as a singing. They're not available. That's catchy. You can imagine this being quite fun live. What is the implication of this track? What are they talking about in it? Am I allowed to talk about that on YouTube? And it's nice to just, if you're going to repeat a section, remove the colorful instruments there. Just have the rhythm and the percussion. You know? Let there be a sense of minimalism to it so that when you bring everything back in, it's more meaningful. Not a massive fan of the repetition. I feel as if they could have ended the song a lot more quickly, but if people like the vibe of the chorus, then that's fine. I suppose this could be like a live situation, but then they could just repeat it live. You know what I mean? So what are we going to do for the rest of it then? Instrumentally fascinating though. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. You know, like I compare this to songs like Song 2 and stuff like that. There's just so much more going on here. Are those little synthy parts going on? Or are those modulated guitars in the higher ranges? I almost knocked over my, I've got like a pile of snare drums over here and I almost knocked them over. That wouldn't have been great. I think the vocals, like they were going for a style where they weren't trying to have like really kind of crazy vocal flurries or anything like that. It was more like a kind of a casual kind of like, they're trying to talk to you basically, like a kind of like people, you know, like when you go to a bar and they're drunk and people are singing along to stuff. That's the kind of vibe they were going for there, I think. They can sing, don't get me wrong, but like, that's the vibe they were going there stylistically. I think the thing that carried the song for me, aside from like the catchy hook line, is the just the disco drums they had going on there, and it's the bass line as well, which is really funky, and some of the synth elements. But that was cool. That was a good track. Thank you to Unknown Racer for that. Very different than the kind of metal that we usually have. Now, we've had both Shen Yida and Lynn Robbie, who are patrons, put through reviews as part of the patron edition fan request. So we're going to do those. So we've got Shen Yida first. From Zhang Yuxing. It's good to have Zhang Yuxing come in. That's awesome. I haven't listened to Zhang Yuxing quite a while. And by quite a while, I mean, I'm pretty sure we listened to them last week or a week or two ago, but it seems like a long time. But this is Zhang Yuxing, I Like to Be Crazy. Let us continue. Oh, it is kind of funky, isn't it? With the little claps. Very 80s-ish. With the tone of it.
找一个没有人知道的方向，找个没有人能打扰的地方，找个理由对着自己说话，找个空房让我大声地唱，哈哈哈哈！我喜欢自由自在，就像来到天堂，哈哈哈哈！我喜欢一颗会跳。
So it's mostly like a synth focus here. This is one of the sort of like sort of catchy, more sort of electronic tracks. Yeah, we're going to go back to like the distorted guitars and a lot of the kind of more analog stuff, or he's going for a different kind of feel with this one. Liking the clapping though. Subtle variation in those percussive parts.
因为雨天之后还是会有阳光。
Yep. Catchy as hell, man.
疯狂，找一个夜晚不睡也不想。我喜欢疯狂，因为梦醒之后，它还是会有夜晚。
Hey, the guitars have returned. My man. Woo. Sassy, dude. Sassy lead lines.
找一个没有人知道的方向。
Great use of dynamic range as well.
没有人能打扰的地方，找个理由对着自己说话，找个空房让我大声地唱。哈哈哈哈！我
It does sound like he's having a bit of fun, you know?
喜欢自由自在，就像来到天堂。
It's a charismatic vocal performance for sure.
我喜欢让我可以多得一点点成就感。我喜欢疯狂，被大雨淋得全身打颤。
Yeah. So they brought a different drum kit in this point.
因为雨天之后还是会有阳光。我喜欢疯狂，找一个夜晚不睡也不想。我喜欢疯狂，因为梦醒之后，它还是会有夜晚。
Great job using the synth keys here.
我喜欢疯狂，被大雨淋得全身打颤。我喜欢疯狂，因为雨天之后还是会有阳光。我喜欢疯狂，找一个夜晚不睡也。
It's definitely one of his safer singles, isn't it? Like, there's not a whole lot of crazy shred stuff going on here. A lot of the elements work well together for a really peppy, kind of upbeat tune.
我喜欢疯狂，因为梦醒之后，它还是会有夜晚。
Oh, his head voice is fantastic, dude. Wait, what? He had a film? No joke. Did Zhang Yusheng have his own film? Really? Because that's incredible. If he was in a film, that's incredible. I had no idea that he was in films. Thank you for letting me know, Shenyida. I appreciate that. That was a great track. We've added it to the list. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I necessarily enjoyed it as much as some of his more sort of progressive stuff or some of the more sort of compositionally complex stuff he's done. But I still appreciate the fact that he made it. It's a well-designed track. He sang really well. His pipes are solid. Good on him. Now for next. The next track we have for today is from Lynn Robbie. And the track is Burn My Dread. I think it's this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one. Let's go. So this is Persona music. Persona 3. Would you recommend like trying this game out? Like is Persona worth checking out? Because I've heard good things about Persona, but I've never really gotten around to trying it.
I walk away from a sunless room, windless night, moonlight melts my ghostly chateau. Does it look for groove? Night tree dance.
It's kind of stoppy starting. Like the waveform is being chopped into. And I don't mind that, you know?
Reminds me that I still
Thank you for the feedback. I will legitimately try Persona 5 tonight. I want to stream video games, but I don't know how to do it on the channel. And I talked about doing it on Discord for ages, but I'd rather do it through the channel in a way where maybe we can do like game reviews or something. But I don't know when we would do that, and I'd have to think about it quite a bit. But look, in the meantime, obviously we're reviewing this track. I love video games. Oh, phenomenal. The guitars, the bass, the drums, the keys, the synths there, the variation, the phrasings of the different positions of the bits there, her vocal range and ability as a singer. There's a lot to appreciate here, as well as the variety of different approaches to progressions and tones within the arrangement. What's happening here? It's unpredictable. I like it. Slaps, dude, it thumps.
Voiceless tongue, tapping feet. I crunch my fist in pockets tight. 5 minutes to turn away. Like a merciless tongue, deviling the moonlight.
When you look at voiceless town tapping feet, I clench my fists in pockets tight. Far in mist, a tower awaits, like a merciless tomb, devouring moonlight. These lyrics are fascinating. I am intrigued by them. Synth leads mirroring the vocal melody, that makes sense. Bringing it back to the intro theme there. Good stuff. Bow, bow, bow. Bringing it up, double time, which would be normal time, I suppose.
Clockwork maze.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. There's catchy melodies in here, for sure, man. Oh, we're just filtering the lead line here? Are we filtering the entirety of the mix? Am I tripping here? Like... So they had the weird kind of, they pulled it back, and then I will comes forward, like, oh, and it's just, it just brings it back into that. That's wild. They're really messing with the dynamic range of the track, the perceived loudness. It's awesome. I'm stoked. Half bar rest, bring it into the end. Yeah, no, they sang really well. I mean, I could tell that English might not have been their first language, but I could hear all the words clearly. Nice bit of vibrato at the end. And I love the fact that they didn't kind of bitch out and make it a parallel major at the end. I love the fact that they kept it in that minor key, because they'll often do parallel major chords, which are chords not usually in the, and they shouldn't be in the song, but they sound great and they sound like it's a happy ending, and they didn't want a happy ending, so they made it sad. That's good. Cool stuff. I think this is a track where like you might have to know the game to understand the context of it better, but I nevertheless appreciate the fact that we got to listen to it today, so thank you to Lynn Robbie for that. We got SP Fan Request playlist added to it. Excellent. We are now continuing with more songs because we still have more time for more songs. It is 6:23. We'll probably get through another half dozen or so. So we will go on with this track by Mayor of Yonghua City, right? Did I get it? Did I get it this time? Mayor of Yonghua City? I did. I got the name. Mayor of Yonghua City. I got the name. We are going to play this track by who? By, oh, is it, who is, I recognize them. Oh no, it's Hua Chen Yu. Oh my goodness, yeah, we've had a few of this guy, haven't we? That's cool. Let us continue, man. Let's do it. Good stuff, man. How you doing? Ooh. Oh, this is a catchy little tune. Yeah, that's a hell of a groovy little drum beat. The percussion is sick, man. I mean, we've had 3 different sections within a minute. There is no restraint on the flexibility of these themes. And we just got a groovy little synth line in amongst the ring like a bomb. Just got the slap and groove, man. And this track is titled Yuhua Flight Mode. Flight Mode. Yeah, phenomenal dynamic range there. I love how we keep going up and down with the energy levels, you know? I love the ease of access to his voice as well. It's so soft and pretty. He's got a wonderful vocal timbre and texture to it. Lovely falsetto stacking there. What are we going to do differently from this point? Because there's so much range. It's almost like we need even more because we started so quick like that, you know? you know? Cool, thank you. Thank you for this adjustment. Oh, he knows. He knows what he did. That little high melody. The fact that like I memorized that and can easily trap it, but also can't predict exactly how it's going to be played, makes it successful because you just don't know what you're going to get, but then it comes and it's instantly so familiar. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to slow down a bit. I liked all the instruments in this song. The way it was put together was fantastic. I really enjoy Hua Qinyu's music, and I'd love to hear more of them in future. So thank you to Mayor of Yonghua City, as well as everyone else who has put through requests so far today. It has been fantastic to listen to all of this really cool music, you know? Again, if you want to find new tracks to listen to, they're all going into this fan request playlist here on Spotify. So that's if you want to go check it out. All 533 songs are there, which is awesome. So thank you very much to Polar Bear K1B for your pick, as well as to LCLP. Can't promise we will get through everyone's track today, simply because I do have a limited amount of time to review stuff on a Saturday. But I will do my best to get through a fair amount of it. And we have been getting through songs on average more per live stream than we have before. So we have been more productive. I have been less chatty. His song quality is not bad compared to his other aspect of his life. Okay. He is pretty cocky, apparently. It's a shame, Polar Bear K1B, because I like guitar solos. It's worth remembering that if you join the SP Discord, because we have a Discord, right? We have a Discord. So if we go to the Discord, and you join it, right? You can join the Discord, the SP Discord, the Spiderhands Discord, link in the description, and you can actually you can be told when these live streams are going to be. They are scheduled. So if you want to know when the next live stream is, join the Discord, link in the description, and yeah, you'll be able to be kept up with everything going on. But anyways, we've got Jay's music next. If I can simply get it to where I need to be, we're going to be listening to Busker, Cherry Blossom Ending. Let's continue.
그대여 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 그대여.
Do we have lyrics? We do. There you go. It is Korean. Slowly starting to get the hang of what symbols are from where. Very slowly, you know.
오늘은 우리 같이 걸어요 이 거리를. 밤에 들려오는 자작 노래 어떤가요? 오예 몰랐던 그대와 단둘이 손잡고
알 수 없는 이 떨림과 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날린
I love the combination of elements here. I love this acoustic rock. The bass, the keys, the drums, the vocals are splendid. I haven't heard a lot of Korean stuff where it's mostly guitar focused or sort of like alternate acoustic rock oriented, because a lot of the stuff I've heard is like K-pop. So it's nice to hear this. That's a great angle, you know?
울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며
Oh, such an easy entrance to that falsetto, my man.
울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 oh yeah
And the accordion, my goodness, what a treat. How classy, my dudes and dudettes. Yeah.
그대여 우리 이제 손잡아요 이 거리에 마침 들려오는 사랑 노래 어떤가요 oh yeah 사랑하는 그대와 단둘이 손잡고 알 수 없는 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이
It's so satisfying when he hits those highs, man.
울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 걸어요 바람 불면 울렁이는 기분 탓에
I would have liked a different chord progression here, though.
바람 불면 저편에서
Because we've got a sort of a sameness with the approach of the various instruments within the arrangement. I would have preferred to have maybe had like a different chord progression or to have had like something being taken away.
그대여 네 모습이 자꾸 겹쳐
Just to keep engagement.
울렁이는 기분 탓에 나도 모르게 바람 불며 저편에서 그대여 네 모습이 자꾸 겹쳐
That's acceptable to an extent.
사랑하는 연인들이 많군요 알 수 없는 친구들이
Okay.
많아요 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 많군요 좋아요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이
Nice use of backing vocals here. Really fleshes it out.
둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 oh yeah 그대여 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 그대여
I will comment just on something quickly that I think I misread. I think I misread when oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He said Eli CBI says his song quality is fairly good, but his stage performances, oh boy. I think we're referring to the guy beforehand. It can be a little bit good night, by the way, to Blue Dinner Box. Sweet dreams, my dude. Hopefully you have a fantastic night's sleep and stay safe and have a great rest of the weekend. But yeah, Eli CBA says his song quality is fairly good, but his stage performances, yeah, it is a shame when someone makes fantastic music, but they cannot back it up live. It's why I personally feel that it's really important that if you are a musician that is making music, you need to be able to play it live. You need to be able to have an audience's feedback. Because if you don't have an audience to kind of let you know if you're you're good or not, how are you going to know to record an album or an EP or to look at bigger projects? If you can get a couple of tracks together and sing it live, that's usually enough, you know? Yeah. But I still feel that the music that we heard from Hua Xinyu is fantastic. I'm hoping that if his live performances are not good at the moment, yeah, I misinterpreted. Yeah. That's okay. Like, if I misinterpret, it's I apologize. I do try and read them. Oh, his performance is amazing. Oh, his performance is amazing. Oh, is it amazing? Oh, well, there we go. I did misinterpret it. Thank you. This is why I appreciate when you guys let me know if I've gotten something wrong, because I would not be surprised if I do. You know. Anyways, that makes me incredibly happy. I'm glad to hear that he does well with his live performances. Ignore the little tangent I went on before, but thank you to Jay's Music for that track there. I did enjoy most of it. I just wish there'd been like a little bit extra sort of changing the chord progressions or bass line at that last part, simply because of how phenomenal everything else was. But yeah, we've got Sing with this track by Waybird, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to continue here. This track here. I'll keep that in mind, Jay's Music. Thank you. What do we got from Sing, though? Building it up. Oh, how that bass comes in. It just rumbles, dude. It's fantastic. No worries. It's all good. We figured it out. Thank you. Great unison with the bass. Good use of the... Oh. I think we were messing with the Phrygian mode then. We had some flat second chords and it was really tense and I love it. Verlaine, Wolf. Apparently this is Wolf. And absolutely Hong's MLBB. I would like more of an oomph going into those hook sections, but aside from that, I think it's really good. That's more of a studio production thing, you know? Great use of vocal fry there. double kick with... This is some crazy stuff, dude. I love the intensity of it. The shred though, the sweep picking, man. Phenomenal. That's how you do it. You have a massive up ramp and increase in the intensity, lots more kicks, maybe more percussion, some shred, high energy stuff. Bring it down. Fantastic piano playing, by the way. Really, really competent, you know? Yeah. Excellent. Classy. Yeah, that's classy as hell, man. Nope, nailed it. So yeah, no complaints about that one at all. It's one of the strongest tracks for today. It's not my favorite. I do know what my favorite track is, and I'm going to talk about that in the end. Last three tracks. Last three tracks for today. But thank you to Sing for that song from Waybird, as I understand it, titled Wolf. It's been a fantastic session today. I've really enjoyed having the opportunity to listen to all this great music. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it too. Thank you to those of you again who have requested tracks through this live stream. We will be doing the J Chow album 13 live stream next Saturday as we hit 8,000 subscribers, which thank you very much for the support on the channel. It's great to get here. I've also started working on the second part of the J Chow ranking video. The next fan request live stream is going to be on the 27th. So J Chow next weekend, the next fan request live stream 2 weeks time. 2 weeks time, okay? But anyways, we got Guang Yu with Yorushika. This track here, let's go. Great combination of elements here with the fingerstyle, like a cajon or something like that. Yeah, bringing up the drums here. Oh, fantastic use of double tracking. Spring Mud Stick. Apparently this track is titled Spring Mud Stick. Interesting. Fantastic. Fantastic lead section. I mean, there's been so much interesting development so far. Sassy phrasing on the steel strings, dude. Oh, thank you, Guang Yu. Spring Thief. Cheers for that. Silly D-Pal, what's it doing? No one knows. go.
また昨日と変わらず今日も咲く花に僕らも息も忘れて瞬きさえ置く放ち出せば吹くこの話はまさに春泥棒風に
It's just so pretty with the voice and their vocal range alongside the keys. And the steel strings suit it well on the sides. Unconventional voice melody. Solo 2. Oh, good use of natural harmonics.
ため息をつく花ももう終わる明日も会いに行く春が
Phenomenal instrumental performances here.
残るように時間が散っていく愛を歌えば言葉足らず
Absolutely. I wanted to sort of like give it time to get to the quiet bit before talking about how ridiculous. As a guitarist, I know how ridiculous that acoustic shred is. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal guitarists. It's very difficult to get that, not only to figure out how to even create that, but to play it flawlessly. Damn, man. Wild stuff. Tightness of the performance. It's wild, man. I love how the singer and the guitarist stay hand off to each other, you know? And they're repeating the vocal motif on the piano now as well. It's great. Dude, there is no chill in this track. There is no chill. It's so relaxing and fun, and it's pleasant to listen to. But they are playing their hearts out, man. Guang Yu, thank you for that wonderful suggestion. I think of Spring Thief, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. We probably have time for 2 more tracks today. 2 more, okay? Then I gotta go and gotta go see my girlfriend and just gotta go and do some Logan stuff. You know what I mean? But I've had a great time listening to your stuff today. She does switch to head voice without us noticing. You're right. It's really, that's just pure talent, man. That's just pure talent. Like, but also she's obviously worked incredibly hard on her vocals, to be fair. I know for a fact that I need to do that. Okay. Well, let's continue with more Zhang Yusheng. Excellent. What have we got? I reckon at this rate we're going to be through his whole discography in no time at all. Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay. Fun fact, SHSG Loch Ness Monster has brought the flamenco flair today from Zhang Yusheng that I did not know I needed, but I'm so glad is occurring.
而后夏日里有些蓝艳艳，淡凤凰花开后，却是一番离别，总有 些笑眼泪，谁知道厮杀后残存的又是谁？知了声声唱，蜻蜓胡乱飞，远离了童年，不能说没感觉，而人不能练就，我们又必须往前，甜蜜的回忆就已落丝桥间。
There are not many people I know that can sing this well and can also play guitar that well. I'm not sure how much input Stefan Hart had into working on this album with Zhang Yuxing. That's just good. It's just good. It's just the good stuff. You know, it's just such... He's so comfortable with himself as a performer and as a composer.
一天天的疯狂在毫无意义建设的奔跑。
I love the hand drums, the slap bass.
也无法替我排遣什么在那一致的变。爱谈天，也爱白日梦，亦或臭朋友徜徉雷雨中。哦，也许抱怨，怎么踏实走，怎么踏实说，怎么踏实做。
Because with all the interesting stuff with the claps and the drums and the bass and everything, he takes presence, but it also seems like simultaneously Zhang Yuxing is trying to offer as much to the listener as he can from everything around him. I think what I like about this track, especially just before we continue, is just how much he appreciates the necessity to focus on the rhythmic flair. He is aware that at this point he can shred and he can put a lot of different cool ingredients together. But for him to step away and only be like the focal point for like a third of it, with that really intriguing guitar sort of motif at the beginning, and then just to have the hand drums kind of pitter-patter out there with a bit of low bass resonance, it's just such a good use of 2.5 minutes. I think this is one of my favorites today. Not necessarily my favorite though, but I will obviously add it to the list, and I'm grateful to SHSG Loch Ness Monster for bringing it forward. Cheers. I'm going to do some Logan stuff. Is that what you call it? I'm going to go see my girlfriend and we're probably going to go watch a movie or something like that. I think that's probably what's going to happen at this point. I'll play some video games. I might play some PS5. But most importantly, going to get some food because I am starving. Don't know what time it is for you guys out there watching this, Shredders. But I am hungry. I am hungry, dude. So we got one more track today from Xavier Lee. They were really hopeful that we would get the opportunity to review their stuff today. Their fan request. So we got there. So yay. But let us continue with the last song for today, Siberian Cartru. Oh, yes. Bearing in mind we can only listen to 5 minutes of this because it is a fan request live stream, but you know the deal with longer videos, Patreon, etc. Phenomenally interesting though with bass, guitars, drum grooves. Great song to finish on, actually. Very busy. The best progressive rock album of all time? That is a big claim, my dude. Is it worth reviewing this one? Although I don't know how long it would take for us because it's like 8 minutes. Beautiful switch of taste there. The ambience is totally different. Is that a bass guitar? Da 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 da. Is that a bass guitar up in that high range? Because that's phenomenal musicianship if that's the thing. The story is completely compelling. I think I need time to listen to it and sort of absorb it. I love the variation in the time signatures that is a staple of progressive rock. I think that the way that they sing and the story they're telling and the riffs and the grooves there, they flow really smoothly because they've been calculating about the approach there. That is obviously a necessity, but when you push the boundaries like this, it can go really wrong easily, you know? And the harpsichord. Neoclassical parts. Bringing these solos, my dude. Is that like this really trippy lead guitar, or is that like some other type of instrument there? I can't believe this was done in 1972. Like, that's ludicrous that they managed to get stuff like sounding this good. I don't mean that like it's what I mean by that good in 1972 is I grew up like in the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s when we're kind of at this point we'd really, to a detriment almost with the loudness war, nailed studio recording. They were still figuring a lot of the stuff out in the 70s, you know? So it sounds phenomenal for its time. It's basically damn near timeless, isn't it? And then again, such a peppy little bass line. I've said peppy a lot in here, but I think it's a really great word for you. Just get that little upbeat bass, like a dunk dunk dunk, like with the staccatos and stuff like that, man. This is a journey you'd need to listen through from start till finish, I suppose. Kind of like Dark Side of the Moon. That's another album I'd like to review, but I've seen people get completely eviscerated for fucking up a review on that, and I don't want to. I'm worried. Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame, because this seems to me like a track that's worth listening through and it's 9 minutes. But I have to go. I have to go do the stuff and things. But Xavier Lee, as someone who I saw come in earlier asking if I get the chance to review your track, I mean, we've done the first 5 minutes, to be fair. But more importantly, Shredders, thank you for coming to this fan request live stream. Thank you to all of the people who came along to this live stream, all the SP patrons who came in and had their picks done. And thank you to all of your non-patron Shredders, who I value equally because you're all fucking awesome. And thank you for the support on the channel. Again, it was great to get to AK subs. It's a pleasure to review your music and hear more about what you guys are into. Again, a lot of this music I would have never have heard of if it wasn't for you. So I feel genuinely grateful. Again, to reiterate, if I make myself big, just so you know, we have a J Chow live stream next weekend, Saturday 20th. Then join the Discord so that you can get the schedule for it in your time zone. It'll also be scheduled on YouTube, but you know. And then the next fan request live stream is the 27th. Join the Discord to chat about stuff. Patreon, I've talked about. All right, my favorite track. But thank you, LC. I can see that. My favorite track for today was from Lee Schwan. Lee Schwan with their track Unmanned Mirror. So who gave me that? I think it was Paul7931. So thank you, Paul7931, for that. My favorite track was that. It is a track that it blew me away when we got into that really huge section there. We had so much intimacy at first, and then boom, it comes in with that part. It's like, just blew my mind. I almost was brought to tears by it. So we're just going to play that out as we finish our little talky bit, I think. But yeah, talked about the live streams. What else? Is there anything else I've missed? I don't think there's anything else I've missed. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself, friends and family, etc. I'll see you later on. And yeah, Spiderhands out. And just remember to go check out the fan request playlist if you haven't already. All the songs are there, etc., etc. Okay? Anyways, let's go. 3, 2...